and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Take a look at the Magic. Right now, the sixth best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
And when I look at Orlando, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Thompson is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Durant, good. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Here's the teardrop. Good D by Westbrook.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
That one good for 2. Westbrook's got his second basket of the game.
Russ is at his best when he's playing downhill. Pedal to the metal, attacking the cup.
VanVleet with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Count it, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. He's not there.
Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Houston. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando. Carter against Şengün. Over Carter, and Şengün gets it to go on the assist by Durant.
Şengün showing his touch there. That's a tough spot for a big.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. I asked him about his team's plan in trying to contain Kevin Durant. He said, I don't think you can contain Kevin Durant. Our focus is trying to have him take tough shots. Hope he misses most of them. We'll see if they can put any pressure on KD tonight, guys.
Thanks so much, David. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. KD's shot is good.
That mid-range shot, a go-to one for KD.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Magic. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. You look at Orlando. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
Well, I think for Houston, they just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
Count the basket.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. Well, with his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
And Houston again with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Wagner. He can't hit that time. Great defense that time from Şengün.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And it's Smith missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside, Payne. Back to Banchero. And Wagner has it in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wagner's got 5.
Cash money from the corner. That'll be sure to help Wagner's confidence going forward.
And the Magic making a change here. Wax checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Alec Burks subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Now, here's Banchero. 11 points last game. The shot's good from Carter.
When they get it to Carter Jr. down low, it's normally a fruitful trip.
Burks looking around. Over Bane. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Bane kicks to Beasley. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Bane. Here's Black. Rebounded by Capella. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Black. Scoreless thus far. And then Carter with the jam.
The 9-foot standing reach. Carter has no trouble putting that away.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Bane passes to Banchero. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Finney Smith. And a miss there on the triple. Orlando, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field at this point. Bane, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. For 3, Finney Smith can't get it to go. On its way from Beasley for 2, nails the wide-open jump shot.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Both on the floor at the 3 and 5. It's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. Black is out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Isaac in at the 4. That's the group start the second quarter for the Magic. Beasley against Thompson. Beasley, the pass to Wagner. Wagner, a screen on Thompson. Beasley with a clean look. Şengün with the rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Thompson, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Clark watching amend Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Russell Westbrook in for Black.
You got to expect Beasley to put these shots up. He's an effective shooter from range.
Outside for Durant. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. KD's got 8 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Down low. Clark looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün. He could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
Westbrook finds Isaac. Beasley for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pulls it from the elbow. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 11.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Baines checked in for Wagner. Let's look at the 2K leaderboard to find out the teams that have led the league in steals the season's second half. The Rockets, number 1.
You know, the defense has been frenetic, and it seems like they're gaining momentum as the season wears on. I mean, they're forcing a lot of turnover.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. And Wagner drives in. The kick out to Westbrook. And the 3 off target. For Houston, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Van Vliet passes to Durant. No good on the triple. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Trailing by 2. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
Paolo Banchero's checked in for the Magic.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
Wagner kicks to Banchero. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Poked away. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Baines seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Wagner comes in for Isaac, and it's Beasley in for Wagner. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Burks in for Amen Thompson. Orlando trailing here. Here's Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now. The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
Inside. And it's Capella missing. The Magic have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And a wide open look for Payne. Hands it from downtown. Payne's got 5.
Boy, are they shooting the three extremely well this quarter. My, throwing some gas on the fire for sure.
Nailed from three-point land.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Bane kicks to Banchero. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. He's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Man, great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Orlando's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Westbrook. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Van Vliet's got his first basket.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead. And you see that field goal percentage to the game steadily heading north.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
No good from Finney-Smith. Banchero outside. Tries the spin move. Shoots over Capella. No good there with the step-back J. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down. If you were in the locker room of one of these struggling teams, what would you be saying?
I'd be too mad to talk. Shaqzilla gonna keep stomping everyone and breaking stuff until we start winning.
Well, you know what, Ernie? I might take a little bit more of a diplomatic approach. Just a bit.
Rawr! Shaqzilla needs wins. Rawr!
Thanks for trying to bring some civility to the telecast. And talking about our game involving the Magic, not a lot of separation here at the half.
Well, they're not settling for long jumpers. They're getting the ball into the paint. And you know I love that.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you know what? I played with Akeem, too. I liked it.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Here's Smith. And so in the game for the Rockets. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Thompson is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Okay, let's take a look at Alperen Şengün.
He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's right around 13 points a night, 11 assists, and 13 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks guys don't last minutes, they last days.
Now we get a chance to view the NBA leaders in assists. Alperen Şengün is number 1. Second is Fred VanVleet.
And these 2 guys each initiate such tremendous ball movement. It's really fun to watch both of them operate.
Westbrook continues to pile up incredible numbers. I mean, his intensity on a nightly basis is absolutely insane.
Thompson with the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
The Magic trail by 3. Here's Westbrook, and it's blocked by Şengün.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got his 8th assist in the game. Pass to Wagner. Banchero looking around. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Smith, no good. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And it's Wagner missing.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
Yeah, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
The Magic trail by 5. Westbrook passes to Bane. Back to Westbrook. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Van Vliet picks one up.
Boy, when you combine Westbrook's athleticism with the ferocity that he plays with, hard not to foul him inside.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Offensive rebound. Durant for 3. Capella kicks to KD for the 3. There's the triple from Durant.
Great touch from KD. Great range, too.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. 6-point game. Payne for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Payne's got 8 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's KD. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 5th assist in this one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And it's Banchero missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
There's the 3. Rebound by Smith.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
KD, so efficient in there.
A 3-level scorer. Durant is a pick-your-poison matchup for defenders.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Beasley's checked in for Orlando. And then for Houston, Tari Eason's checked in for Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Kevin Durant. And Alec Burks subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Banchero kicks to Bane. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Bane's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane so dangerous from out there.
Now for an update on Şengün's injury, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Rockets' head athletic trainer. And this is an unfortunate injury, potentially devastating for them. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. And Black's subbed in for Bain. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Banchero finds Wagner. Black in the post. He's covered by Thompson. Clock at 4. A nice shot by Black. Rockets leading by 6. It's Thompson off the drive. That one falls. Thompson's got 9.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Now, Wagner. He's got 6. Pass to Black. Banchero with the ball. And it's Beasley. That time in the assist from Banchero. Banchero's got 4 assists now tonight. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Burks. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
With 1 on the clock, and there's the nice layup by Burks. Burks has got the lead up to 8 now for Houston. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Rockets ahead, up by 8. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Magic shooting 47%, pretty solid. We've got Malik Beasley. Isaac out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Bain in at the 2-guard spot. This is out there for Orlando. Durant. They get it again. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 10.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow. It's really helped them get that ball inside time after time. And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
KD can't get it to go. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Houston.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And, you know, the more they penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them. So they just kept doing it.
The Rockets making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Beasley outside. The Magic again can't hit.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
KD finds Şengün. Over Westbrook. KD's shot is off. The Magic trail by 9. Isaac with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Pass to Wagner. It's rebounded by Houston. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And Orlando making a change here. Carter's checked in. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Here's Durant. Good on the bucket. 28 points for Kevin Durant.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Back to Westbrook. Beasley, the pass to Westbrook. Orlando moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Payne for 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Payne with the steal. And stolen by Şengün. Fader on the way. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Şengün.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Alperen Şengün.
Yeah, you know, he kept out-dueling the defense over and over. No matter how hard they worked to keep up with him, it didn't faze him. His shooting percentage clearly reflects how unstoppable he was.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list.
When you're the #1 pick, like Banchero, the expectations are through the roof. But Paolo is well-grounded. Got his feet on the ground, head squarely focused. He's embracing the challenge and meeting it so far.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Wagner outside. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Here's Houston now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Stolen by Durant.
Refusing to let up at all. I mean, they continue to pile it on, this time by creating the turnover.
And look at Durant using that long stride to stay out ahead on the break.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Trailing by 19. Banchero outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night. Payne against Thompson. And Houston again with the bucket.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Payne for 3. Rebound by Smith.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Şengün with the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 20.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Şengün.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. On its way from Burks for 2. That one's off, still out of sync. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Jacks up a three. Black, no good. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
Few players shoot it with as much arc as Van Vliet does. That thing brings rain when he shoots it.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, night and day for the defense. What was better in the second half?
Well, early in the game, they got some easy threes, 4 or 5 threes. And they're a great shooting team, and they're great in the paint, so we just had to make a second effort. I think the only adjustment we made was playing harder, and we just got to continue to keep playing together on both ends.
Yeah, Chuck Daly used to always say defense is all about effort, and you showed it tonight. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Alperen Sengun.